We're working on skills 15 and 16 today, and it is a continuation of the stem and leaves plots with some additional problem-solving type questions or data questions. So, take a look at your table up at the top. It says, the table shows the number of donuts sold at different locations of a donut franchise in 1 week. A franchise is like it's like a restaurant. Like Wingstop is a franchise. McDonald's is a franchise. In other words, anybody can open one up as long as you have enough money. A franchise just means, yes, it's a McDonald's and it's worldwide, but a person can own it and they can run it. So, donuts sold by the store. Here are the number of donuts sold by each store. Here's what I like to do first off when I have data like this in a table. I like to go ahead and separate my data so that it's easier for me to see. I like to separate my data so that it's easier for me to see. Alright, letter A says, use the data from the table to complete the stem and leaf plot. Well, first off, I'm going to come up here and I can tell you that I can see that all my numbers start with a 3. That means I'm going to go to the next place value. Everybody remember that from yesterday? Okay, so now I'm going to go to the next place value because I know that all of them are in the 300s, right? Okay, so I have 300, 320, 310, 300, 310, 320, 300, 310, 310, 300, 320, 310. Are they all now somewhat different where that I can use that data? Yes. So, starting off with that, I'm looking at 30, 32, 31, 30, 31, 32, 30, 31, 31, 30, 32, 31. What is my smallest number? 30. So I'm going to write that first. Then 31. Then do I continue from there or no? No. So first, second, and third. All my numbers with the 30s are, here they come. What are they? 306. Yes? So I'm going to take my other color highlighter and just highlight it all the way through because I used it. What's my next one? 309. Then 308. No, I did not forget. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just listing them up here before I put them in my stem and leaves. I have 308. Then 306. Do I have all my 300 numbers? Okay, now I'm going to go with my 310 numbers, my 310. What do I have? 313, 315, 311, 319, and 316. Do I have all of them that look like that start with 31? Now I have the numbers that start with a 3 and a 2. 320, 320, 322. 320. Notice how every time I write one, I take my highlighter and I go highlight it right away. Why do I not wait to do all the highlighting till later? Because exactly, very good. I may get confused as to which numbers I've written down, which ones I haven't. This just makes it easier to understand and to know, have I used all my numbers? Yes, because all the ones that were highlighted in yellow are now highlighted in blue. I've already used them. They're all here. If I want to double check, I know that I have 3, 6, 9, 12 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do I have all the numbers? Okay. Letter A. Use the data from the table to complete the stem and leaf. So now I'm going to start here. My key, notice how they're telling me already, it's already there. My 3-1 equals 3. My 313 equals 313 donuts. So, my stems, I'm starting with 30. Which one comes first? From the data, which one comes first? From what I wrote up here. So I need to put the 6, comma. Then, I have a 9, an 8, and a 6. Another 6.
8 and 9.
Very good. Then I have 31. Very good. 311.
13. 15. 16. 19.
Okay, and then I have 320s. What do I have there? 320, 320, and then 322. Letter B. How many different store locations were included in the data? Well, up in the data it says donuts sold by store. So each one of these is a what? 306 was sold at one store, right? 320 at another store, right? 313, 309, 311, 308, 320, 315, 319, 306, 322, 316. How many stores submitted their data? How many stores are included in this? Very good. Because I circled 12 stores. Different stores. How many different stores locations were included in the data? 12 different stores. How do I know? Because I counted each number and it says there, donuts sold by store. Letter C says, how many donuts were sold by the 3 locations with the highest sales? What does that mean to you? Highest sales.
The highest one who sold.
That means I'm looking for my biggest numbers. My biggest numbers. Well, the good thing about a stem and leaf plot is it gives you the data in order. Right? So I know for sure the 322 and also the 320. Because remember it says the 3 locations. Well, did I not just highlight the 3 locations right here?
Yes.
Aren't those the highest?
Yes.
So what are the donuts sold there? Well, first I have 320, another 320,
And 322.
and then 322. I'm adding them all up to find out my total number of donuts sold in the highest selling stores, right? Yes? So what answer do you get? 962 total number of donuts. Everybody see that? Okay, look at question letter D. Says, How many stores sold below? So we want to know how many stores. So we're looking for a number of stores sold below 310 donuts. Who sold under 310 donuts. In other words, less than 310 donuts. How many stores sold below 310 donuts? So now I'm coming back here. Here's my 31. All of these sold more than 310, right?
Yes.
So my ones that sold below would be which ones?
300 plus 300.
All of my 300s, which are 306, 309, 308, 306. How many stores is that? 4 stores. And let's go to write down which ones they were. They were the ones that sold 306, 306, 308, and 309. Sorry. Everybody can see now? It's blurry. There you go. So there were 4 stores that sold less than 310 donuts. 4 stores. This was? No, this was not homework. No. This was not homework. Okay. Skill 16 is on your own, cubbies up, and it is for a grade. I am only giving you 15 minutes. Looking at skill 16, we have our data. My first step, of course, is to separate my data so that I know my numbers I'm working with. I notice that I'm working with numbers that go all the way to the 10th place, so I'm just going to highlight my first numbers because they're not all the same. So I can use the data that's given to me. Okay, I have 8, 9, 8. I have some 7s, so I'm going to start with my 7. And my key starts with the 7 and then the line. Please make sure that you did your key. Anybody not do the key? Marco, you forgot the key. I need you to raise your hand if you did not do it. If your neighbor has to tell me that you didn't do something, because I am going to have your neighbors look at your papers. Okay, if you did not do the key, that is part of the answer. Guys, it is part of the answer. There's only 4 questions, so each one is worth 25 points. So if you missed this because you didn't put the key, do you really think that 25 points is worth losing because you forgot to do something so simple? No, right? Please remember to put the key. If you didn't put the key, put it now. I will give you a chance. I won't give you the second part of it, but I'll give you a chance to put it in. Okay, so I'm going to work with my 7s, which are here, 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 and that's it. So I have 76, 77, 74, and 73. I'm going to start with the 73, 74, 76, and 77. I'm going to move on to the 8. Yes. You only put 73? Okay, again, Marco, we went over all of these, over and over. You know your stem has only 1 number, maybe 2, if you're dealing with numbers that are in the hundreds. Are we dealing with numbers that are in the hundreds? No, we're not. Okay. My next number is 8. Okay, I'm looking at my numbers in the 80s. So I have 87, 83, 85, and that's it. So, 87, 83, 85. Well, I know 83 is my smallest one. 85, and then 87. Okay? My next number, 9. Even if I had no 9s, would I have to put the 9? Yes. And then you just wouldn't put nothing. Okay? But I do have 90s. I have 98, 92, 90, 98, 95, 99, 94, 93, 92. I know out of all of these, I'm going to start with 90. Then I don't have a 91. I do have 92 right here. And I have another 92. I have a 93. A 94. 95. 98. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15, 4, 4, 4, and 4 is 16. My key would be a 7, and then the 3 would equal to 73. That's question number 1. Question number 2 says, how many students that took the math quiz scored an 80 or above? Here are their scores. An 80 or above. That would mean all of these would be for question number 2, right? How many students? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 students scored an 80 or above.
Wait, there's a grade random?
Yes, this is for a grade. So yes, put a check mark if you got it right. Those of you just put the number 12, raise your hand. All you put was a 12. Okay, I should mark that wrong because that's not answering the question. The answer should say 12 students scored an 80 or above. Because you answer your questions with complete thoughts. Okay, so number 3 said, what was the lowest score? Come to your very first number, because remember they're in order from least to greatest. My lowest score would be this 73. Okay, and number 4. Which statement is supported by the information in the stem and leaf plot? What does it mean by supported? In other words, which statement is
True.
true? 2 students had the highest scores on the quiz.
Wow.
That means I would have 2 students who had the same score.
No.
Yes or no?
No.
No. 5 students had scores that were in the 70s.
No, it was only
Well, here's 70s, and there's how many of them? 4 of them. So this is no. 9 students had scores that were in the 90s. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I double checked it by coming back over here to count, right? 4 students scored between 80 and 89. That's not true because it was, that's not true? 4 students scored between 80 and 89. 83, 85, 87, and that's it. So there's actually, sorry, I put 4 there. 3. There's only 3. So that's also a no. No. H was your answer.